Why, good morning, my friends, and welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare, our new Thursday morning show, 10:35 in the morning Eastern Time. I'm your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and I am going to be writing sonnets, and I'm so very pleased to have you all here with me. This is a new show, and if you are able to join me live in the morning, that is wonderful, because this is to an extent meant to be a collaborative effort. If you're not able to join me, then that's also okay. You'll watch it later, and we'll have a great time. But we're going to be writing some wonderful stuff with each other, hopefully this morning. You'll forgive me if I put on my glasses at points to see the screen. Partly just to reduce blue light, and also because it's I need glasses. It's just a thing. I've always needed glasses, actually. I'm just vague and try not to wear them as Shakespeare, but I can't do contacts. Not that you care about that. But let's get things rolling. We have a sonnet this morning that was submitted by a friend of the show and watcher Susan Hill. And so I'd like to give you this. This was inspired by last Friday's Coriolanus Shakespeare review that I do with Andrew McKee, the Irish bard, over at Life's Affair. So here we go with that. Let me put on the glasses to read it easier. A man of history. I'm sorry, it's titled "'Tis Not Great." A man of history proudly stated, "'Tis not great, I do emphatically say, a movie he watched and was not sated to be expected from so bad a play. Actors superb, though the film a disgrace. Jessica Chastain made one bard happy. Ralph was the director. Or was it Rafe? Still 'tis not great, it was kind of crappy. Blood in the face he decided to rate. Other bards said, fool Coriolanus. 'Tis not great, he wants to reiterate. Hard to sit through, I should get a bonus. The play's the thing, it's where he put the blame. 'Tis not great, a now familiar refrain. Oh my gosh, Susan, that was wonderful. Brava. That was genuinely enjoyable. And if you really want to know more about that, everyone, go watch the most recent Shakespeare reviews from last week over at Life's Affair. It's facebook.com/Life's Affair to go watch that episode. But now, since I'm not listening to any more music, I can take that out. Let us start working on today's sonnet. Now, what I like to do, generally speaking, is have a topic that we can jump off from. And I want you, if possible, to present that topic. It can be anything. It can be winter. It can be Coriolanus. It can be whatever you set your hearts and minds to do. So right here we have the screen where I'll be typing it out. I usually like to write them out longhand, but I can't get a great angle with lighting for my notebook and a camera. So that is how that is. And while I'm waiting for you to give any suggestions, please don't mind me. I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee. Also, by the way, Phoebe, thank you so much for this lovely mug. This is great. I love it. Absolutely adore it. And here we are, just getting some coffee. And boom. There we are. So tasty. And that's just good internet audio. I don't care who you are. So now, all right. So looks like we only have about 2 people watching right now, but that's fine. Like, this is a small class that we're just teaching each other, and we're working together. Oh, we do have a topic idea from Cheryl Ainsley. Cheryl, you have an amazing last name. COVID vaccine. That is a really good idea. COVID vaccine. And as you may or may not know at home, one of the first people to receive the COVID vaccine in Britain was my namesake, William Shakespeare. Janine Rinker says sunrise. Ooh. So I think those are two great places. Now, here's how a sonnet works, and I really should start putting up like rules to flash all onto the screen. But sonnets are rather stodgy in terms of the rules, rather strict. It's 14 lines, 3 quatrains, and then a rhyming couplet to finish it off. So for how the quatrains work, it's line A rhymes with line C, line B rhymes with line D. And you can repeat that exact pattern for all 3 quatrains, the 3 stanzas, or you can change it up a bit too. That's usually how they work, with 10 syllables in a line. Now, sometimes Shakespeare himself will change the form, most notably in Romeo and Juliet, when the lovers are giving a sonnet back and forth to each other. And that was every 2 lines rhyme with each other. Those are called rhyming couplets. So we can do that. We can just keep going. And it's usually just up to the writer. And since we're working together, you are my collaborator on this. And last week's piece was really, really good. And I'd like to see what we can come up with together today. So sunrise, and the 2 suggestions are sunrise and COVID vaccine. So let us begin with those 2 suggestions. So here we go. All right. I'm going to just minimize that so it's not in my way. And all right. So sunrise, and I almost always go on my fingers. So sunrise is on the horizon. It's nearly sunrise. See it on the nope, that's not going to be it either. All right. Oh goodness gracious, we're getting a call from the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. Let's see what they want. We're going to put them on speakerphone. This is incredibly unprofessional of me, but who cares? It's my show. Hello, this is Shakespeare, and you're on Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. What can I do for you?
Hey, Mr. Shakespeare.
Yeah. Oh,
this is Colt Derringer Lawman.
Oh, hello, Mr. Derringer Lawman. How are you, sir?
United States Bureau of Investigations.
Yes.
You remember me from the Marlowe report?
I do. Yes.
In which you was exonerated from the murder of Kit Marlowe.
Yeah, if only because of my sheer ineptitude. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, look, if you're busy, I can call you back.
Oh yeah, I'm just doing a Facebook show on YouTube right now. We're writing sonnets together, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, if y'all want to send me the link, I could join up with y'all.
Oh, you want to jump in and write sonnets with us?
Yep. You're gonna have to give me send me the link, and then we'll be back, and maybe we could talk about. I'm doing a murder investigation this Saturday.
Yeah.
So I figured mayhaps I could talk about that.
Oh yeah. You could take a minute and talk about that. Yeah.
Great. I'll be there shortly.
All right. All right. Fantastic. See you soon, sir.
All right.
All right. So apparently, Mr. Colt Derringer Lawman is going to be joining us here on Shakespeare's rather writing sonnets with Shakespeare. Alex Stephen Ake. Good morning, Alex. He is here as well. So let me send the invite link over to Mr. Colt Derringer Lawman, and we'll see what he has to bring in with writing sonnets this morning. All right. This is gonna be hilarious. I'm going to put my wrong. Is this the right one? I don't know. There's so many of them here. No, that's not it. Where is it? All right, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna put my headpiece back in so when he calls in, I can listen to him and actually we can talk for reals. But in the meantime, until Colt Derringer Lawman gets here, let's at least try to get one line out, 1 or 2 lines here. So again, our topic is COVID vaccine, and then possible subtopic, sunrise, or maybe they go together, or maybe one is metaphor for the other. So let's see. 'Tis nearly sunrise, that's 5. Can see it on the horizon. Oh. 'Tis nearly sunrise, horizon. Can see the. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Can see the. You know what? We're going to make the first one 11 syllables. 'Tis nearly sunrise. I can see the horizon. Oh, that's 12. Crap. All right. You know what? We're going to figure it out. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. There we go. I like it. All right. So, 'tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. Right. Next line. Does not have to rhyme with this. Again, we want to do 10 syllables. And let me make that font size a little bit bigger so everyone can read it. There we go. All right. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. What else can we put into that? Our long night is nearly over. Our long collective night is nearly done. There we go. Our long collective night is nearly done. A long collective night. A long collective night is nearly done. Sorry about that, Eugene. Yes, I didn't quite realize how small it was. That's the nice thing about having a Mac. I can just zoom in on it, so that is nice. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. A long collective night is nearly done. With hope on the horizon. With hope on the horizon. No, hope on the horizon. There's cause for cheer. Hopes on the horizon. There's cause for cheer. Hopes on the horizon. There's cause for cheer. Yep, that works. All right. And then we'll put in a fourth line and finish that first stanza, that first quatrain. All right. And I think since we're talking about sunrise, I think we should, since we're using done, maybe use sun to finish up at. So. Dawn is breaking. Dawn is breaking. We can see the sun. All right, so here is our first stanza. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. Our collective... I'm sorry. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. Our long collective night is nearly done. Hopes on the horizon. There's cause for cheer. Dawn is breaking, and we can see the sun. I'm actually quite happy with that. And if you have suggestions for lines, go ahead and bring them in. But now that we have finished this first quatrain just in time, we have a special guest coming into our second episode, our second class. Let's bring him in for just a moment and see what's going on. Guys, gals, and non-binary gingerbread pals, I give you my dear friend, Mr. Colt Derringer Lawman. He is here.
Good day, Mr. Shakespeare.
Hello, good sir. How are you?
Well, not too well, Shakespeare.
Not too well. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to hear that.
I feel about injustice and heinous murder crimes, and they were committed up at the Cloudhaven Chateau. So I'm in the middle. I'm hot in pursuit of a heinous murderer.
So heinous murder crimes at the Cloudhaven Chateau. Oh, say it's not so good, sir.
I did already. I don't lie. You don't pay me enough to lie to you, Shakespeare. There was one.
I don't pay you at all. So
That's my point.
All right. Yeah. I mean, like, what? But also on that note, why would I pay you to lie to me? That's just weird.
It's a figure of speech, Shakespeare.
All right. Very good. I like it. I'm also quite proud of you for using figures of speech at this point.
I do it quite often. You know what I mean?
But after a fashion, absolutely, yes.
I'm like a dyslexic grebe trying to migrate my way to the North Pole. You know what I mean? So I'm on. You got to think outside the box, is what I'm trying to suggest.
Oh, all right, very good. Um, all right. So, this heinous murder crime that you say
Yep.
At the Cloudhaven Chateau.
Beautiful. You ever been?
No, I do know that it is in the Adirondacks, though. Yes.
That's around the mountains, not the Catskills, the other ones. The ones
Yeah, the Adirondacks. Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Why don't you tell everyone here what that is all about?
Well, we doing usually what I like to do when I do a murder investigation is have a little dinner party.
That is odd. Okay, but all right, I'm with you.
Perfect, because what I do is then I surprise deputize the whole crowd.
Okay.
Then we put our collective deputy caps on, and then we get like a Mississippi bloodhound on the trail of a honey ham, and we figure it out. We ferret out the culprits and the suspects, and then we make them uncomfortable. Something like you looking at like a platypus with a mullet. There it is right there. Look at that. It's like you was prepared. But anyhow, so we can't do that right now because of the Spanish flu we got running around.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're having everybody come together kind of like we...
You know, that's actually considered a rather offensive term to say that, the Spanish flu.
I know that's how everybody feels because people have been dying for years. Yeah. And...
I'm saying it's not the Spaniards' fault.
No, I know that, but that's just what they called it. It's just our colloquialism.
All right, very good.
We don't have the same, you know what I mean, decency as hopefully will happen in the future of our planet.
Okay. Very good.
Here, I can only deal with one thing at a time. My place on God's earth is about bringing justice to those who have been wrongly killed to death, and that's what I try to do. That's what on you. So I'm so glad we figured out that you wasn't the one responsible for Marlowe's case because I like you, Shakespeare. I do.
Thank you. I like not being imprisoned for the murder of a dear colleague. So yeah.
You remind me a little bit of my cousin Christopher.
Christopher.
Yeah, his mama had a lisp, and she was a little lazy, so she never bothered to change the birth certificate. Yeah, Christopher though he got into a lot of things, but he meant well. The boy meant well. He wasn't right yet. He was a little slow, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Yeah, he's a good fellow. I mean, he was really good. He actually helped me one time solve a case, which is great.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I need everybody here, if they can, join us for the murder mystery investigation.
All right.
You know, one of the suspects, Mr. Shakespeare.
Who's one of the suspects?
His name is J. Henry Finkel.
J. Henry Finkel. Sounds like
of Cloudhaven.
The mayor, he's a suspect. Oh, goodness gracious.
There is some who say, and I'm not one of them, but there is some who would suggest that the two y'all bear a striking resemblance to one another.
I don't know if that's even possible. I mean, I suppose it is. I mean, there's a lot of gents that look a bit like me. Yeah.
You know how they could find out?
How can they find out?
Watch the murder mystery, and then they could come to their own conclusion.
All right, so you can watch the murder mystery. You can get your tickets at njrenfair.com's box office. So go to njrenfair.com to get your tickets.
You can't get them there, actually.
You can't get them there. Well, then that's a lie.
I don't think that's the case. I'm going to double check. I'm sure you can't. I'll make sure that they can today. Now that I realize that's how we've been advertising.
Well, let me just bring it up on my screen as well. Is it there? It's certainly not right away. Virtual Mr. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Right.
Yes, you can.
Woo!
Yeah. Yes, you can. So that banner is correct. So get your tickets at njrenfair.com. Scroll down a little bit. So just below the Renaissance Fair's 2021 dates and tickets, you can get your Murder at Cloudhaven Chateau tickets as well with Colt Darringer Lawman.
I am relieved right now. I'll tell you what.
That all the things are working.
I'm like a salty organist who just made their way through Christmas Mass and finally found their way to the water closet.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Why is the organist salty? I need to.
They had to wait. So they what they did is they had my cousin Clem. He used to play organ out at the Pentecostal church where I go. That's where we got that copperhead that can speak in tongues. You should check it out. Anyhow, but Clem, a lot of times before he went on to play in the morning, he would get into my cousin Cletus's little bit of the devil juice that he used to make up on the hill. We finally had to bring him down because that's against the laws of God and man. But Clem would go in and we'd tell him, we'd say, Clem, you know you got to play the whole mass. Why are you going to drink that beforehand? And he'd be like, it's fine. And we're like, you want to go, before we go into the mass, do you feel like you need to use a water closet? And he'd always say, no, I'm fine. And then by the end, you'd see him up there doing his little dance on the thing. And it was always a question. We'd take bets on whether or not he'd make it. He always did.
Well, good for him.
But he was quite relieved at the end, I'll tell you what.
I'm sure he was. And then he was able to relieve himself. Oh, goodness gracious.
I didn't come in here to wangle a daisy in front of your buffalo and tell you it's a carrot or to hijack your whole situation, Mr. Shakespeare. I just wanted to
All right.
Also, I need you to get back with me when you're done because I got some questions. I don't want to spoil it now.
All right.
I have some questions involving the evidence.
All right. Well, let me just show you before I have you before you run off. Since we are here on writing sonnets with Shakespeare, I want to let me show you what the sonnet that we're all working together on right now.
All right.
All right. We have the first 4 lines done, the first quatrain, and it goes a bit like this. So you can see it right. You can see it right there. So 'tis nearly sunrise, dawn is almost here. Yes.
I think as the special guest, I should be the one what reads it.
Oh, all right, very good. You go ahead and read it then.
I use it with because I think in my Western affect.
Mm-hmm.
Because I grew up in Pittsburgh, so I got this affect. Let me do it this way. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. Our long collective night is nearly done. Hopes on the horizon, there's cause for cheer. Dawn is breaking, and we can see the sun.
I kind of liked your take on it.
Thank you.
It still worked with the meter, so yeah, that works.
You want to
All
see?
right.
Come here. Aloysius, come here. Look, I got me a new kitten.
You got a kitten! Oh my god!
It's Aloysius, Crabtree Lawman. He's
Aloysius Crabtree Lawman.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How is a kitten a lawman? I have to ask.
He's in my family. See, that's my name. I'm not a no. That's my last name, Shakespeare. I'm of the Derringer Lawmans out of Salunga.
So Derringer is not your surname. Lawman is your surname.
Correct.
So Derringer is a middle name.
No. It's sort of we are the Derringer Lawmans.
Oh, all right, very good.
The Winchester Lawman branch of the family. And none of us was actually lawmen since like way back in the day. We don't know how the name came about. It's just get up, let it go.
So you were the first of the lawmans to be a lawman.
We imagined it back in the past time that maybe somebody was a sheriff or something, but my family's actually in the fine culinary arts. Nothing funny about a good whoopie pie.
No, not at all. Well, Colt Derringer Lawman, thank you so much for stopping by this morning.
Thank you for having me, Shakespeare.
Yeah, and again, friends, make sure that you join us for the New Jersey Renaissance Murder Mystery, a murder at Cloudhaven Chateau, and that is going to be next Saturday, December 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's an online virtual murder mystery event, and you can join us by getting your tickets at njrenfair.com. Their box office there. So.
You know who don't think it's virtual?
Who?
Paul Richman, because he is deceased.
Oh,
yeah, he was killed to death.
Well, yeah. Then why would he think anything?
You never know. I mean, it depends on how you feel about that afterlife situation.
I suppose.
Another conversation.
I suppose so. Well,
I only deal with this world, not the next.
So, before you go, just so you know, Alec Stephen Arke wanted to wish you a very good morning. He says, "Morning, Mr. Lawman," and then he said, "Your name possibly should be hyphenated for Colt Derringer."
It never was hyphenated. I don't know why.
All right. Well, you know what? Not all long last names are, including in Britain, where my homeland.
Yeah,
so,
you know what it is. We got the Derringer Lawmans, we got the Winchester Lawmans, the Remington Lawmans, the Luger Lawmans. They from Europe though. Luger Lawmans.
Do you what is that? The Luger Lawmans?
Luger Lawmans. Yep.
Yes. Rather Germanic members of the family.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Derringer Lawman, and we will see you again soon. Thank you.
Watching, mind your P's and Q's. Called There's Lawman.
All right. Very well, my friend. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. That was an unexpected surprise and delight to have Colt Derringer Lawman jump onto the Sonnet show. So that is a thing that happened. So just to reiterate what our first stanza is. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. Our long collective night is nearly done. Hope's on the horizon. There's cause for cheer. Dawn is breaking, and we can see the sun. Now, let's get into a second stanza. And Cheryl has to go. Cheryl, thank you for stopping by this morning. We will have a PDF of the final version up online later today. Let's see. Our next stanza, we have only about 25 more minutes to go. Can we get 2 more stanzas and a final couplet? So, again, the original suggestions were COVID, vaccine, and sunrise. We've been using sunrise as a bit of a metaphor here. Let's see if we can break it in. So, the first jabs, because, again, in my country, Britain, that's what you call an injection. The first jabs have been injected. The first jabs now have been injected. The first jabs into arms have been injected. Oh, right. Oh, crap. Injected. Can we figure this out here? Nope. Oh, goodness gracious. And see, and this is when you're just seeing me trying to figure things out here. What can we do? What can we do? Let's see. We should figure out a way to include brilliancy. Yes, look, we should, because they've been brilliant scientists working on this. You know what? Let's hold off on first jabs, because I can't figure something out there. Brilliancy. Brilliancy is 3 syllables. All right, there we go. Through the brilliancy of our scientists, the vaccination through the brilliancy of our scientists, the vaccination is now among us. Protecting us. Scientists. What rhymes with scientists? What rhymes with scientists? The first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes. Ooh! Oh, Stephen! Alex Stephen Arke, look at you with that fantastic line. That, I think, is going to start off the third stanza. That is Janine is saying someone was suggesting that the vaccination would be cold because it's stored at cold temperatures. All right. Yeah, these are good suggestions. All right. All right. Through the brilliancy of scientists, the vaccination is now among us. Bringing cold winter scientists. That's what? Okay. All right, let's see real quick. I'm going to open another tab here. This is optimists. Optimists. Oh, Janine, that might really help. Optimists exceeding the expectations of exceeding. The cold winter puts our scientists into fits. All right. Not in love with that one so much, Stephen. I keep calling you by your middle name, Alec. No, but that's not bad. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, just all the silence on my side, too. I feel like I should be continually talking here. But this is a fun, good exercise. I like it a lot. All right. Optimists. I think optimists would really work. Exceeding. Surpassing. The forecasts of optimists. All right, yeah, surpassing the forecast of optimists. So, surpassing the forecasts of optimists. Among us. So, not just rhyme with us, but among us. Vaccination is now among us. Among us. Through the brilliancy of scientists, the vaccination is now among us, surpassing the forecasts of optimists. Among us. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see. Rhymes with among us. Let's see. Rhyming dictionaries, by the way, are your best friend. Oneness, fungus. Fungus among us. Mm. Faster than what came from the great fungus. All right, so that would be that is now a reference to oh goodness, penicillin. So our two stanzas at the moment, and we can change all of this if we need to. 'Tis nearly sunrise, dawn is almost here. A long collective night is nearly done. Hope's on the horizon, there's cause for cheer. Dawn is breaking, and we can see the sun. Through the brilliancy of our scientists, the vaccination is now among us, surpassing the forecasts of optimists, faster than what came from the great fungus. All right, and now the first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes. I like that. Oh, the last line should be about the pessimists. Oh. Oh, Alex, Stephen, Arcade, look at you with point counterpoint there. Ah, grand. I like you. Oh, you know what? You are correct. So since pessimist doesn't really rhyme with among us, we can have pessimist. All right. So what can we do here? Among us, plungers, dumbness. Well, we don't also have to go through a perfect rhyme. But oh. Oh, Stephen, Alex, Stephen, you are correct. Here we go. Not even spelled right. Yes. There we go. Through the brilliance of our scientists, the vaccination is now among us, surpassing the forecasts of optimists, far better than what pessimists brung us. All right. And Janine says, stung us to rhyme with among us. That's also really, really good. So now moving on with a line from Alex Stephen Arke. Going to use the entire line. The first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes. So here we go. The first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes. Even though the night is not yet over. First jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes, even though the night is not over yet. Eyes, mine. So either rhyming with eyes or mine eyes. All right. Sighs, rise, lies, arise. Surprise, supplies, implies. Okay. Hope like the sun continues to amaze. It's a little bit of a forced rhyme. But hope like the sun continues. Oh! Hope like the sun. Hope like the sun continues to arise. There we go. Ah! Most of your line, Alec, and a little bit of Susan from me. Hope, like the sun, continues to arise. How do we decide whether it needs to rhyme with the last syllable or the last two syllables? Basically, if the last syllable is just us, or something like that, what goes with it? Like, for instance, since you have that ringing ing of among going with it, it really helps. It really helps hammer it home, and it's basically just on the ear. How does it feel to the ear? It's purely stylistic. Change amaze. Yeah, there we go. Yep, there we go. Alex Stephen, we were all on the same page. Arise. There we go. Hope like the sun continues. Yes, you're absolutely right, Janine. Yeah, unstressed, but you can, and it's one of those things. If it just, even though there's rules, there's anymore no real one way to do it, and that's a beautiful thing about poetry. It's like you can just play with it, and how does it sound to you? How does it sound best to you? So I am really loving this thus far. So let's write in 3 more lines here, people. We can do this. Hope like the sun continues to arise is our 3rd line of the 3rd quatrain. So the first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes, even though the night is not over yet. Hope like the sun continues to arise. And we will see. Get set. Oh, something maybe with set. Set, the moon, the darkness. The darkness, yes. We actually haven't said darkness. And plague's darkness is ready now to set. All right, let's try this. So, the first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes, even though the night is not over yet. Hope like the sun continues to arise, and plague's darkness is ready now to set. So the entire thing at the moment, 'tis nearly sunrise, dawn is almost here. A long collective night is nearly done. Hope's on the horizon, there's cause for cheer. Dawn is breaking, and we can see the sun. Through the brilliancy of our scientists, the vaccination is now among us, surpassing the forecasts of optimists, far better than what pessimists brung us. The first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes, even though the night is not over yet. Hope, like the sun, continues to arise, and plague's darkness is ready now to set. Now we have our final couplet. Let's do it. We are doing some brilliant work here, people. All right. Indent it. And what do I have? Let's see. Yeah, and real quick, D. Scott Stewart, yes, please just drop me a message into the Shakespeare Proves Facebook here, and I'll be able to get back to you right after this, actually, and we can chat. So yeah, just send me the message right here, because I will not remember, but you will. So let's see. I have an idea here with eroded, maybe. Yeah. All right. Oh yes. So there we go. So we're going to go with 11 syllables for this final line here. Final two lines. The plague's power is being quite eroded. Together we're breaking the power of COVID. All right. Together we're breaking the power of COVID. All right. So let's try the whole thing together. 'Tis nearly sunrise. Dawn is almost here. A long collective night is nearly done. Hope's on the horizon, there's cause for cheer. Dawn is breaking, and we can see the sun. Through the brilliancy of our scientists, the vaccination is now among us, surpassing the forecasts of optimists, far better than what pessimists brung us. The first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes, even though the night is not over yet. Hope, like the sun, continues to arise, and plague's darkness is ready now to set. The plague's power is being quite eroded. Together, we're breaking the power of COVID. All right. I rather like this. Yeah, I hope you do too. And this is, I think this is good. Now let's change the font and make it fun. And what was the most recent? Do I have the more recent font I used in here? No. Oh, there we go. Boom. That looks pretty. So, and what do we want to call this masterpiece? What do we want to call it? If you have any suggestions, tell me here, and we'll make it happen. Because let me reduce this a little bit. There we go, so we can see the whole thing. What should we call this work? What should we call it? Should it be called? Let's call it Sunrise. Let's just call it Sunrise. The original suggestion at the very top on what we're talking about, let's call it Sunrise. So Janine, you named it today. Sunrise. And then here, let us in 12, 10, 20. All right, you know what? I think we have something good here. So, one final time, let us have this sonnet up. All right. So I'm going to move it a little bit. So the poem is called Sunrise. 'Tis nearly sunrise, dawn is almost here. Our long collective night's nearly done. Hope's on the horizon, there's cause for cheer. Dawn is breaking, and we can see the sun. Through the brilliancy of our scientists, the vaccination is now among us, surpassing the forecasts of optimists, far better than what pessimists brung us. The first jabs of sunlight have hit mine eyes, even though the night is not over yet. Hope, like the sun, continues to arise, and plague's darkness is ready now to set. The plague's power is being quite eroded. Together we're breaking the power of COVID. I like it, and I applaud all of you. This has been wonderful. Wonderful work today with each other, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of it, and I think that we're doing great and wonderful work together. And just a couple of quick announcements here before we go. Bringing it up here. Next Wednesday, we're going to be doing the Hamlet Christmas special. It is with the my social distancing players. We're going to be performing that Wednesday night, December 16th at 7:05 p.m. And you can support the Indiegogo campaign for it to pay the actors, because this is a way to help keep actors semi-quasi gainfully employed, by going to igg.me/@/Hamlet Xmas special. You can go do that. And then on the 2 nights later, on Friday, December 18th, we're going to be doing a Christmas Carol. The Christmas Carol as presented, as done by Mr. Charles Dickens, and that is going to be supporting a wonderful cause. It's going to be supporting, LDHC, which is Liberty Housing Development Corporation. Liberty Housing Development Corporation comes in and helps people in the Philadelphia region when they can't afford food, when the utilities get shut down, when buses don't show up for them, when attendants don't show up to help them go to the bathroom. Liberty Housing does so much for people. The main goal for them is to get folks out of nursing homes if they don't want to be there or need to be there, and allows them to just live their lives. So this is going to be helping our elderly and infirm, some of the most desperate and helpless among us, and we want to help them out. So it's going to be a wonderful collaboration between my social distancing players and the Zenith players. That's going to be on Friday, December 18th. The great and good Steve Anderson is going to be saying the role of Ebenezer Scrooge, and we're going to have cast from around the world. We're going to have cast in Amsterdam, in Australia, Great Britain, and here. So I do hope that you watch with us. We're raising money for a great cause. That'll be on Wednesday. I'm sorry, that'll be on next Friday night. And then Murder at Cloudhaven, of course, as Colt DeAngelo Lawman told us about. Murder at Cloudhaven is going to be on that Saturday, December 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is going to be hosted by the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. Tickets at njrenfair.com. And finally, Shakespeare's New Year's Shaken Eve. You can get your tickets on sale at Eventbrite. And also through my website, shakespeareapproves.com. It's going to be a wonderful New Year's Eve event featuring performances from Chase Treasure, Lady Prudence, the court composer, Andrew McKee, the Irish bard, Langer's Ball, Drunk and Disorderly, Shelley Buttons, and Paolo Bonzo as himself. Go to shakespeareapproves.com, click on the banner at the very top, and also use code Shakespeare to save $5 off of your ticket price. And do that. But friends, thank you so very much for joining me for Sonnets with Shakespeare today. I hope you had a wonderful time. I had a great time. We made something great and good together. I'm going to be posting PDF of the sonnet that we wrote today, and it's a delight, and as are all of you. So thank you so very much for being here with me today. I love you. You love me. There is mutual glorious affection, and until next time, stay safe. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 3:05 doing Shakespeare reviews. We're talking about She's the Man. And then 5:35 with Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. Thanks very much, friends. I love you. Bye-bye.